Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, Tennessee Whiskey Shaving with your boy Wes, your favorite talking head, coming back again with another fantastically phenomenal Fragrance Friday. So much alliteration. I hope you guys enjoy it. Today I'm going to be bringing an old school one, well, I guess somewhat old school. It's been out for a couple of years now, so I guess it just depends on your definition of old school. But this one's been out for a little bit, and it's from one of my favorite perfumers, Joe, over at Black Mountain Shaving. And yeah, it's a good one. It is 53rd and 3rd. And it's got the cool picture there of, I think we all know who that is, Bourdain, Anthony Bourdain. So, yeah, this was actually like one of the fragrance. This is the first fragrance that I bought when I started going down my rabbit hole of getting into wet shaving and fragrance. So this is the first fragrance that I bought. So without further ado, let me give it a little spray on the old hand here. That way we'll let it sit here and percolate a little bit. I love the way it smells. It smells good to me. There's always a familiarity to me with all of Joe's fragrances that he makes. It's pretty cool once you start getting into the whole fragrance thing. You can start learning. You can see like a kind of a personality start to emerge from certain fragrances made by certain perfumers. You know, like it seems like there's always like a familiarity, like with Barrister and Mann. You know, there's you can pick up there's just like a certain note in there that's all. It seems like it's always there, and it's almost like a signature. And it's no different with Black Mountain Shaving, with Joe with Black Mountain Shaving. So with 53rd and 3rd, sales page here, I'll read the sales page for you. It says, Bourdain wrote in Kitchen Confidential, "Your body is not a temple, it's an amusement park, so enjoy the ride." From heroin spirals to a life-changing article at age 44, he proved that no matter what the circumstances, the key is to keep moving and be as humanly as much. The key is to keep moving as much as humanly possible. Man, I messed that one up. 53rd and 3rd is like throwing on Tony's old, well-traveled leather jacket and embracing the stroll down the seedy side of life. He was on the forefront of the alternative music lifestyle long before it was popular. One of his favorite bands was the Ramones. Oi, oi. The song 53rd and 3rd by them spoke to the streets and the way of life he was very familiar with. The strong scent of leather and other darker notes like coffee and vetiver are softened by a warming orange and citrus. We hope you thoroughly enjoy the ride. The top notes of 53rd and 3rd are saffron, gardenia, mandarin orange, and bergamot, with the middle notes being cardamom, turmeric, coffee, pink pepper, and amyris. The base notes are tonka bean, patchouli, vetiver, and labdanum. So yeah. Man, so 53rd and 3rd, it is, I mean, all those scent notes, it is quite the complex scent. You know, to me, it smells very perfumey. That's the word, you know, that comes to mind whenever I smell it. It smells very sweet. You know, you can definitely pick up the orange. I can get the orange with the bergamot. I can get that in there. I can pick up the patchouli. I can get a hint of the vetiver in there. The pink pepper, it adds a little spice to it. I can get the pepper. Cardamom, I guess. I'm not sure what ambergris smells like, but I like the way it smells to me. 53rd and 3rd, it smells very good. And even though this one seems like it doesn't have balsam wood in it, it still has that Joe signature, Black Mountain shaving. It's still, there's something in there. I don't know, maybe it's the patchouli or maybe the tonka bean, maybe that combination. But there is a familiarity to it there for me, with like Sutton, the OG Sutton or Sutton distilled. It carries through. 53rd and 3rd doesn't smell anything like those, of course, and North French Broad Avenue doesn't either. But there's still like a familiarity to it, like you smell it, and if you know Black Mountain shaving scents, then it's like a little, just like a little something there on the fringes, on the outside. You're like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. So I really do enjoy this one. With it having kind of a lighter perfumey scent, this may be good for a date night, perfume. It's, to me, it's like sweet smelling. You could wear it to work. You could wear it to church. It smells good. To me, I like the way it smells. It also has that woodiness to it, so I like the woody scents. So now comes the bad news. The wife does not approve. I really thought whenever I showed her this, or had her smell it, that I thought she would really enjoy this one, really, because the citrus notes, and the sweetness of this scent. I thought that she would really like it, but for whatever reason, she did not. And so on the Tennessee Wifey proof scale, she gave it a 40 proof. She did not like it. She did not care for it. I don't know if maybe it was because maybe I ran too much by her at one time when I had her smell this, because when she did smell it, in all honesty, I had ran like three or four fragrances by her, and her nose is way more sensitive than mine is. So, like, she's the kind of person, like, if I ever smell something I rapid fire, like, here, smell this, she's got to take a break. She has to go, like I'll have to get some coffee, like some coffee beans or something, and let her smell it, to kind of reset her nose palate. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it, because I'm fairly certain when I first got 53rd and 3rd, and I tried, I was wearing it one day and she told me that she smelled, she liked it. She said that I smelled nice. So here recently, when I had her try it again, for this review, and she told me that she didn't like it, that, that it smelled perfumey, and that, it was too woody for her. So I don't know if her taste have changed, maybe with me, getting more fragrance involved now or what. But anyway, she was not a fan of it. So, but maybe she'll change her mind. Me, however, I am a big fan of it. I rate, on my Tennessee proof scale, where 0 is the worst, 100 proof being the best, I rate 53rd and 3rd. I'll bring it up here. I rate 53rd and 3rd. I give it a solid 75 proof. I like it. It is very good to me. It's one that I like to wear often. It does have staying power. It will last, it'll last a good part of the day. 5-6 hours. So that's pretty good for a fragrance. It's a versatile fragrance, I guess. You can wear it in the summertime. You can wear it in the spring, in the fall. You could probably wear it in the wintertime, but it's like I said, it has a very perfumey scent to it, where, the citrus note, the mandarin, and whatnot, and maybe the labdanum, maybe all that. But It is. It's a bright, sweet, kind of woodsy scent. So there you go. So this will be probably my final video. Um, that I'll, this will be the final fragrance or phenomenal fragrance Friday. Um, fantastically phenomenal, fantastically phenomenal fragrance Friday. This should be the last one that drops while I'm on vacation, and then I should be back. So I hope you guys have been doing all right, and if you've been responding or anything like that to, or leaving comments on YouTube, if I'm not getting to them, I apologize. I am on vacation. I will try to stay on top of that stuff. So I hope you guys are doing well, and that's going to do it for me for 53rd and 3rd. Go out and get some. You can get it at the Shave Supply, Razor Company, Pasteurs. There's lots of places, Murphy and McNeil. There's lots of places you can pick it up. Black Mountain Shaving, First Line Shaving. You should be able to pick it up at any one of those places. It's a great fragrance. Runs right around $50. So great fragrance in my opinion. Definitely one to have in your den. So as always, the wet shaving community is the best community, and be happy, be positive, happy shaves, and happy scents, gents. And I'll catch you next time.